Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host Brian
Hi, everybody.
and Brett.
What's up?
We're back. The Challenge All-Stars Season 4. Episodes 1 and 2 dropped here on premiere day. All episodes are going to be on Paramount Plus, so go check those out there if you haven't already, or if you're just here to check out our review, welcome. Okay, guys, we're going to jump right into it. We're going to do both of these episodes together. Overall, off the top, I want to say jury's out for me if this is going to be a good season or not. All Stars has been better than the regular show, in our opinion, or at least in my opinion. I think there are some awesome returns. I mean, some of the people, we have Kefla, Flora, Rachel, seeing Cara back without Paulie, I think is great. And the structure seems interesting, but first, from a cast standpoint, I'm pretty intrigued. Brian, we'll start with you, then Brett. Just kind of, what do you guys think of the cast?
I think Cass is fine. I'm not as familiar as you guys are to some of these people, so I don't know a lot of the old school road rulers, but it's just good to see some of the people I don't like on the show that are not on the show. So that's positive.
Yeah, I really like the cast. I like it's a good mix of, some of the new age challenge people as well as some of the older ones. I honestly don't know some of the people that are on the cast, like the Adam guy and then
I knew Adam.
the first guy you said, because I didn't start watching
Kefla.
until Duel 2. So that was, around season 10 to 20 or something. And I never actually went back and watched most of the old ones. So, but I do have a crush on Avery ever since her season, and I think she was in Portland. So I'm glad to see her back. And I definitely I've met Tony, and it's always Tony time. So I'm glad to see him and Leroy back too.
Yeah, Killer Cam, great return as well. Maybe one that I could have done without, but it does give good television and led to a frustrating result here was Ayana. Ayana was famous in the last All-Star season for her crazy, long-winded explanations that meant nothing. I really loved Leroy calling her out for the nonsense, but you got to not get angry about it, right? Like it's just nonsense. Like, what are you getting yourself all riled up for? But she literally rumored someone out of the house.
Weird thing to do, like with they're that old that she's doing stuff like that, in my opinion.
As of time of recording, I only got up to the Winnebago challenge winning, so I don't know. It sounds like this is an end of the episode 2 thing, but I actually like Diana as far as what I've seen so far. I like that she's bringing some sort of like chaotic energy.
Yeah, so let's go over it real quick because Brett, you got there late. Me and Brian were able to watch the full thing. So, Janelle, when they go out, Ayana, when they go out to the bar, starts a rumor saying that when Janelle, this part is true, saying she wants to be thrown in because she wants to get a star. They're saying that she wanted what's her name specifically.
Yeah, was it Jasmine?
Jasmine, that she was going around saying that she wanted to be thrown in with Jasmine. They go back and they show you on the camera that she didn't say that. She said she'd take whoever. She doesn't really care. She just wants to go in for it. But she spread that rumor so vehemently and people talked about it so much that she got so upset that she just quit. Like she left. Like she just decided, you know what? I have a wife and kids, and Janelle left. And like I'm shitty on Ayana. You're right, Brian. More so weird at this age to be doing something like that, but I don't understand Janelle quitting for just that. Like it's gonna get worse at some point, right? It's the challenge.
Yeah, I guess. It kind of goes back to what I don't remember if we were doing a review the other day where it's just like it's not worth dealing with these people if this is how it's going to be. Then you have you said you have a family at home, like you're not she wasn't going to win. So I don't know. I wouldn't have left, but I understand that it could just be super annoying. You're dealing with like babies.
Dealing with a literal crazy person.
Yeah.
Ayana's a teacher too.
Yeah, it's weird. Super weird.
Like, oof. I want to talk another dynamic that exists throughout the episode and kind of caps the second episode is Laurel and Nicole. I never thought in a million years you would see them two back on a season together. I didn't think we'd ever see Nicole again. It didn't seem like she was really interested in being involved, especially with like all the firefighter stuff and all. But she is back. I was always a classic Laurel fan. I think in later seasons, we've had the classic Laurel just shooting herself in the foot type stuff. So I'm curious to see how she gloriously flames out in this season.
I think it's interesting to see the dynamic between them because honestly, I forgot and don't remember anything about it because it was so long ago. I mean, Laurel, she's always been one of the most badass females, and I think Nicole is one of the biggest like flops ever
Mhm.
because all the seasons she had done prior, I thought she was going to be like a very strong competitor, and I think she only maybe did 2 seasons, sucked on one, and like I think broke her arm on another, but never
She did
came back.
horrible in her first final. She was a complete like dead weight to the team. It was first or second final. One of her finals, if it was her only final, then when she did a final, did really bad.
I always thought she was going to be a strong competitor, but I guess you don't need to be. And I guess she's a firefighter, right? So it's like, oh, she's going to be tough. She's going to be strong. I've never been a firefighter, but I at least took the physical fitness test, and it was really, really easy. So maybe that explains her bad cardio for the final.
I just don't care about this argument. Like them being like, oh, I just thought it was stupid. Like the way Laura was acting after they won the challenge, I was just like, you're annoying.
Yeah.
You're annoying.
They we know we don't look into spoilers on the show, but um I have seen from Twitter that there was stuff saying that like they were on this season and post this season they hate each other even more than they did going into the season. So
It looks
I
like
don't
they
think it's a
kiss
big
in a
surprise.
preview.
I didn't watch the preview.
Oh, it looks like they kiss in like a preview for the season.
Well,
Like,
yeah, and then it's gonna get
stupid.
bad. They probably get back together and they probably have a
Stupid.
horrible breakup again because they're toxic.
Yeah, it's hard to feel bad for any of these people.
I definitely don't feel bad for any of these people at all.
That awkward kitchen time where they were just not talking to each other in the kitchen. That reminds me of where I used to live. There was like this weird Russian girl that was like one of my 7 roommates, and me and her would never talk to each other. We would awkwardly pass by in the kitchen.
That is very funny. I want to talk quickly about the format for the season, guys. I like it. It reminds me of the skulls in the respect that you need to have one to run the final. I do like that there is a finite amount of them that'll be floating around, and it's basically whoever has the 6 stars at the end gets to run the final. So I do like that level of strategy. I do like the idea that they give you an opportunity to put yourself in. I think that I do like that element. So overall, what do you guys think of the format, at least how it's presented so far?
So I have a question. Did the skulls like in the old show or the old seasons, like did you have to fight somebody that actually had one? Or you could just take it and no matter who it has
No,
it?
you just had to win an elimination to get a skull.
And you just take it from somebody who's not even involved.
No, you didn't have to. You didn't siphon it from someone. You just earned one yourself.
That's probably what I hate most about this show right now.
What?
Is like you can play an elimination this against someone who has no star, and then you can be like, I'm taking somebody else's star who had no stake in that elimination. I was like, when that happened in episode 2, I was like, I'm out.
You know what that is, Brian?
So stupid.
You know what that is? That's the reality TV show equivalent of playing Mario Party and getting your stars stolen.
Just
like that's all it made me think of. We do Mario Party references for Amazing Race. This is going to be the Mario Party reference for the challenge. Like this whole game is Boo stealing your star and getting real pissed off. And I can feel you. Like it's gonna be interesting to see who finally steals like a big dog's star first and see the reaction to that.
Well, so if
you go.
Well, so if there's only 6 stars and they were all given out in the first episode, I mean, I thought there was going to be maybe stars for each daily winner and something like that was going to happen. But if literally you get stars from the first episode, now the only way to get a star is steal it from an elimination. I think the best strategy is literally just to never go into an elimination until the very freaking end and then win it and steal the star. Because I mean, you basically have to. If you don't have one, you have to win an elimination to get it. So maybe just wait until the moment near the end where your biggest threat has a star, and then go in, beat someone else, and then take your other threat's star.
Another thing I absolutely hated is that you can steal for somebody else. So like some of these losers that could
are gonna get drugged through.
I was like, I hate this. I absolutely hate it.
I would hate that way more in the main franchise than this one. I just don't. I don't hate the people really. Besides like Ayana like being like really like annoying. I don't really dislike anybody on this cast. It's not like I actively dislike people on the main franchise. So far nobody's been bothering me. Let me get it was only 2 episodes.
Not yet.
Not
What's the
yet.
strategy with that? I'm wondering, like in the first episode, maybe instead of stealing a star for yourself, you just steal a star from a strong girl and give it to a weak girl, so that hopefully maybe by the time you get your star, she has her star and you can whoop her in the final. I don't know.
I have two more major items I want to discuss. Like I said, we're not going to go super crazy. One is something that we always bring up on the challenge. The music. Great music. Nelly Ride with Me. We had S Club playing. Even the stuff when we get down to the elimination with Steve and the Mother Danzig stuff. I do think the challenge always does a great job with their music selections.
They played a P. Diddy song, which I was very surprised by.
That is not a good QA job there.
I guess they
I know they filmed it a while ago, edited. It takes 6 seconds to mute something and change the song.
I mean, it's a great song. It's a Nas song, but I was very surprised when I heard it.
I mean, they're pushing the boundaries because I like the part where Steve started talking about his hand jobs and trying to get those back.
That was funny. No,
It's
Steve. I was, and what my second item was, is that I do want to just touch on the Tyree and Steve eliminations. We only had one out of the 2 episodes. A shame for both of them. They both have to go in early in various seasons of the challenge. I thought the challenge was cool. Get it, falling star. All the basically ball pit balls thrown into the mud. Some of them have stars. You need to collect 12 of them to win. Steve with his kind of strategy of stockpiling them all and then being able to quickly do them all at the end ended up winning, which I was surprised with. I just want to get your guys' feedback on that elimination.
Where was he hiding them? Like it's water. It moves.
He was just keeping them close to his stack.
I guess.
No,
but
Brett didn't see this.
Well, I saw the ball challenge.
No, he saw that.
Yeah.
That was episode 1.
Okay, I was like, damn, Steve's getting smoked.
He basically just shepherded a giant mass of balls close to his side of the pit. So it was a lot easier distance wise for him to grab some. So he said he was going and finding like 3 or 4. We could only carry one out at a time. So he was carrying 3 or 4 and dropping them right there, carrying another 3 or 4 and dropping them. So it looked like he was getting none because he wasn't really running and stacking. And then he literally had like 8 or 9 just there and just doop, doop, bloop. And that's when they were all like, what's happening? How did he do that? It's because he was kind of like playing coy. Now he figured that out a little late and almost lost. Like he was dead to rights with the dude. Tyree just couldn't find a ball. Like, he could not find a final one at all.
That was a mistake by Tyree. I think in that situation where Tyree clearly was the more physical person,
defense.
You just follow him around. The moment he gets a ball,
and rob a ball,
tackle him and take the ball. Yeah.
They're old though. Remember, most of these people are old and they're all friends for the most part. So they're not going to really try to kill each other, I think. So, overall, look, it's not bad so far. We are going to say very low expectations here right now, people. And let's see if the season surprises us. We have a lot of other coverage. Tonight, we will be doing Survivor 46. We will also be doing the Amazing Race 36. A lot of videos already dropped this week, doing a ton of Bravo coverage. So really just check out our page. You'll see everything there. But for myself, Brian, Brett, everyone at the Reality Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace.